Now we're on to part C. Part C, solving exponential equations. So this is your 3A.8 part C, solving exponential equations. So in part B, we were solving natural log equations, right? And we were using E to quote unquote cancel out natural log, right? In part C, we're going to be solving equations with E as the base. So then therefore, we're going to have to use natural log to cancel out the E, okay? So the first thing you want to do is isolate the exponential by subtracting and adding. Then if I need to continue, I'm going to then divide or multiply to isolate the exponential. 3, you're going to rewrite in log form and use power property to simplify. And then 4, we're going to solve the variable using inverse operation, aka using the natural log. Okay, and we're going to simplify. And again, if I ever feel like I'm not correct, what should I do? Check myself, right? All right. So first we have e to the x equals 3/4. So e to the x equals 3/4. My exponent is already by itself. There's nothing around it. I don't need to add, subtract, or anything. So what we're going to do is take the natural log of both sides. What I do to one side, I have to do to the other. When we take the natural log of e, what happens? The base cancel out and the power is set free. So we get x equals natural log of 3 to the 4. I don't know why I'm writing it so small. Okay, so this is our baseline. How do we feel about the basic? Good? All right, so let's go up a little notch. So here, on example number 2, again, the exponential is by itself. So I'm going to take the natural log of both sides. So we get the natural log of e to the 2x equals the natural log of 1 4/10. Inverse operation, inverse property at play. All right, so now we're left with 2x equals natural log of 1 4/10. The goal is to get x by itself, so what do I need to do? Divide by 2. So my exact answer is the natural log of 1.4 divided by 2. That's your exact. That's what you're typing in the calculator. And the calculator is going to give us our approximate value. So I'm going to go to my handy dandy calculator. And I'm going to type in natural log of 1 4/10 divided by 2. And my approximate value is 168 thousandths. Okay, so as you can see, the only difference between 1 and 2 is that my x wasn't isolated once I eliminated, right? So therefore, I had additional steps to follow to get x by itself. Yeah? All right. Let's take it up. Again, ignore the fact that these say 1 and 2. All right, so E is definitely not by itself. So what do I need to do to start getting E by itself? Step 1. What did step 1 say to do first on your paper? There we go. It says you're going to add or subtract things away, and then you're going to multiply or divide, right? So we're going to subtract the 8, which leaves us with 2e to the 3x equals 6. Then step 2 tells us to do what? To divide. So we're going to divide, and we're left with e to the 3x equals 3. Okay, now that our e is by itself, we can now take the natural log. What I do to one side, I'm going to do to the other. Inverse operation at work. E's gone, power's free. So we get 3x equals the natural log of 3. Last thing to get x by itself. Divide by 3. So that's our exact answer. We're going to put that in the calculator to find our approximate value. So going to the handy dandy calculator. We're going to do natural log of 3 divided by 3 is 366 thousandths. Again, remember, if you're not good at rounding, you can always, if you're using the handheld, you can go to mode and take it from float to 3, and it will round for you. So that when you click enter, it just shows you what your rounded value is. Guess whose turn it is? If you said yours, yours as well. Okay, go. You ready? Yeah. Yeah. Oh, okay. All right. So what was the first thing you did? Divided by 5. There was nothing to add or subtract away. Okay. Remember, fractions are our friends, so I'm going to leave it as 24 over 5. It's not hurting me. All right. After that, what'd you do? Take the natural log of both sides. So we're left with 2x plus 7 equals natural log of 24 fifths. Then what do we do? Subtract 7. Good job. Minus 7. And then what do we do? Divided by 2. Geniuses. So that's our exact value. We're going to plug that in and find our approximate. Again, you have the ability to use alpha and the variable button to make fractions on your calculators. I do not. So when I put mine in, I have to make sure I use parentheses for the numerator. So parentheses, natural log of 24 fifths minus 7, close parentheses, because that's my numerator, divided by 2, and I get approximately negative 2 and 716 thousandths. How we do? Yeah, it wasn't going to stay a fraction. Yeah. It's going to stay the same because 24/5 is a even, like a decimal that's friendly decimal. All right. Yes. Part C, filling it, doable, cool.